Today we're gonna play with fire because we're adults. See, right here on the packaging, it even says, keep away from children, and we are not children, so we get to play with fire. What's up guys, Dan here, Coalcracker. Today we're going to show you how to take these cheap matches and make them something better, an emergency match that is going to last and burn a lot longer. You saw at the beginning of this video how quick these things burn out, and this is like bottom of the barrel. This was the cheapest I could find at the dollar store, so that's what we're going to be using. Now, what I would say is this, matches definitely have their place in the outdoor world, and if you're going to go buy good high quality matches for like an excursion that is not just a fun day out, I would definitely suggest getting some type of proper emergency match. Now this is Yuko brand. Zippo also makes a really good one. They come in a waterproof case, and these things are just absolutely awesome. You can do this same project with these, but we're gonna do it with the El Cheapo ones today because most of us probably have these laying around, and it's low cost and it's a fun one, and they work really good after the fact. So what you're going to need to build your own emergency matches are matches. You're gonna need some paraffin wax, and then you're gonna need some jute twine. So what I'm gonna do now is get the fire going, and I'm gonna melt some wax. All right guys, so very simple process. We're gonna take anywhere from 3 to 5 matches. I'm sure you can also use more, but 3 to 5 work really nice. So I'm gonna go right in the middle there with 4. And then you're gonna take yourself a piece of jute twine, and we're gonna just wrap it down the matches. Now, one important thing when you do this is you wanna get the jute twine as close to the top of that match as possible, because once these things ignite, okay, we know that they have a terrible burn time. So we really want that jute and that wax, which you're going to see here how we do that here in a little bit, we want that to catch right away and start to burn. So it's important that we get that jute close to the top of these matches as we go, and then I'm just going to wrap it right down to the bottom of this. You can leave some wood exposed if you want, and then it's going to look just something like this. Now at this point we're going to get our wax heated up, which it has already started to, and then I'm going to dip this in. The important part with this is that we don't get too much wax over the ignition portion. If you do, because they're cheaper matches, you're going to have a very hard time lighting them. So what I generally like to do is just hold it from this top portion and dip it down inside the wax, coating this bottom part. So I'm going to just take my matches and my hot wax that I have here, and I'm going to just dip it in and just manipulate that around just so I don't get too much on that top. And then once I get my first dip in, what I want to do is I want to give it some time, okay, to just dry, because that's going to give us multiple coats here, creating almost like a candle-like effect once we get going. So it only takes a few minutes here, not even a few minutes, just a few seconds out in this cooler air for that to already start to set up. So I need to give it just a little bit more, and then I'm just going to continue that process. Now if I had a deeper container, it'd work a little bit better. I wouldn't have to tilt it like this, but Bushcraft, we make do. So about 3 coats is going to be best. I'm going to do one more, and I'll show you how these things light up. All right guys, so I have my matches complete, so we're going to just use our side striker here, give this a little strike, and then get this burning. You can see how I manipulate this upward just so I start catching the wax and the jute, and then this thing will continue to burn for a good long time. So we have this little mini torch thing that we built here, works really nice, and then you can also, like always, add more of these to the mix and have a lot longer burn that works really well. So little mini emergency matches ready to rock and roll. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe down below. You can also check us out at coalcrackerbushcraft.com for all our classes, our gear, and our blog. And until the next video, stay lit and stay in the woods.